Thank you very much. So I'm going to be talking to you about forest conservation, and in particular, I'm going to be talking to you about something called the Harapan Rainforest Initiative in Sumatra. This is something I'm quite intimately familiar with. Growing up, my heroes were not Superman or Batman or even Wonder Woman. It was these guys, Shere Khan and Baloo from Kipling's Jungle Book. And as I grew to love them, as I grew to appreciate them, I began to realize that saving them, saving creatures like them, was also about saving the forests that they actually lived in. So forests have been in the news recently. Some of the haze that you've seen in Singapore has been caused by forest fires originating in Sumatra. There's been an impact, obviously, on human health, and some of you will be familiar with the pictures on the left at INSEAD, where people are collecting masks to protect themselves. But the impact is broader. 15 to 20% of global carbon dioxide emissions come from tropical reforestation. Now, forests are also important because they serve as important carbon sinks. They absorb carbon dioxide. They are gene banks, which essentially means that they are essential for the biomedical industry. They provide us with fresh water. They are homes, and they support livelihoods. And that last bit is particularly significant because when we destroy forests, we're destroying livelihoods and homes for people we've never actually met. Yet tropical deforestation continues across the world. Two main drivers, the logging industry and our increased reliance on palm oil. Now, these two diagrams will give you a sense of what I'm getting at. If you look at the left, that is Sumatra as it originally was, with its lowland rainforest, swamp forests, and montane rainforest. Now, that was a long time ago. Today, it is what you see on the right, with everything virtually gone. But there is hope. It's something called the Forest of Hope program. I couldn't explain it to you in one slide, but what it basically involves is a group of NGOs led by BirdLife International collaborating to obtain pieces of forest across the globe and converting them into conservation concessions. Now, BirdLife International is the largest international alliance in the world, made up of 125 organizations. 13 of those organizations are based in Asia, and in Singapore it is represented by the Nature Society. Singapore, which I'm a member of, the partnership worked towards the Harapan Rainforest. And two of those partners, Bolong Indonesia and the Royal Society for the Protection of Birds, got together, lobbied the Indonesian government, and managed to get them to concede 100,000 hectares of land. Now, this is land that would have originally been felled as forests, as wood, but for 100 years, this has now been converted into a conservation concession. Now, why support Harapan? I mean, there are lots of conservation concessions around the world. It is just south of Singapore. It is located in the general area where we get a lot of haze. It is a little bigger than Singapore, meaning you could just pick up Singapore, put it in there, and there's a little bit of a buffer as well. And it is supported by Singapore Airlines. So that picture on the right shows the agreement between Singapore Airlines and Harapan. It is one of the last remaining lowland rainforests in Sumatra, and I had the privilege of visiting that some time back. That's me. Why save it? 48 mammal species. Then it's about the birds. More than 300 birds, more than 63 threatened. 9 species of hornbill, making it the second best site in Southeast Asia for hornbills. It also contains the critically endangered storm stork, which you see on the bottom left. And it's about saving Shere Khan and Baloo. So we have in Sumatra now 400 Sumatran tigers. 5 to 10% of the remaining Sumatran tiger population is found in Harapan. And you've got a healthy population of Malayan sun bears as well. Throw in the elephants, throw in the other things, and you've got something quite special. But you can't proceed with conservation these days without benefiting local communities and getting the local buy-in. So Harapan is also about people. It's about allowing them to sustainably exploit forest products, giving them employment as rangers and as planters, and it's providing them with educational services and health services. Finally, it is about science. It's about research. It's about conservation. That thing that you see there at the bottom left is a conservation center which is fully equipped with scientists studying nature, studying the species, studying the forest. And of course, it's about the trees, which is critical, because it's about preventing trees from burning down and reducing the amount of forest cover. It is also about planting new trees to replace the existing trees and to hopefully give the plants and the animals a chance at life. How can we give our forest hope? We consume lots of things that come from the forest, or things that unfortunately have taken over the forest. So for example, the paper products, palm oil products come from the forest and we consume them. Now, there is no easy solution here, but there are lots of certification schemes, like the Forest Stewardship Council scheme, the RSPO scheme, and the Rainforest scheme. And these will enable you, if you're sort of interested in sustainable consumption, these are interesting guidelines. Now, by way of certain concluding thoughts, the Harapan Rainforest Initiative is a message of hope. But hope can also come if we better understand the impact that we have on our forests, nature, and people. And when we fully appreciate the benefits that forests and nature confer on people. Now, this is something that I'm really passionate about, and I fully realize that I can't fit everything into 20 slides. But if you're really interested to get to know more about this project and what's going on out there, I've provided a couple of links, but I'd be very happy to speak to you during the break. Thank you very much.